Antonio Brown just got some horrible news in court yesterday.
Is not often done, not in my courtroom. Should have been a level 1, possibly level 2. If somebody wants to utilize a firearm and discharge a firearm and then get arrested for it, facing a 20-year day-for-day prison sentence.
See, right now, Antonio Brown has a easy peasy, lemon squeezy ass judge, but they're going to kind of explain as to why it is that he got the bond that he got, because a lie versus a lie doesn't make the truth. Watch this. Roll it.
Judge, we had received an email from Judge Tinkler-Mendez saying that she was going to be appearing today. I assumed she was going to Zoom in from California. If that's no longer the situation, then we'll consider other options.
Okay, well, you may consider other options if you'd like me to address it. I think I have the jurisdiction to do so, but it would take me a minute or two and some questions of you guys to come up to speed with concerning the facts on this. Or y'all can wait for Judge Tinkler-Mendez to come back.
I think time's of the essence, because we don't want him to lose the opportunity. Antonio, you'd prefer to resolve this right away, correct?
Absolutely. It would be good if Judge.
Judge, because he has an opportunity that's pending, and so, yes. If the court's willing to hear it, then we'd be grateful for that.
Okay, right. So the charge I have here is, let me make sure I've got this right, attempted second-degree murder with a deadly weapon. There was a discharge of a firearm, and can I see the information, please? And y'all have charged possession and discharge under 775.087. So if he's convicted as charged, he's looking at a 20-year day-for-day mandatory sentence in prison. Okay. And I take it that the original warrant, and if I'm stating facts incorrectly, let me know, but procedurally, it looks like the initial warrant that was issued required a house arrest level 2. Was that changed at first appearance in any manner?
Yes, Judge. Judge Glazer heard all of the evidence, and my client posted a $25,000 bond and was given roaming. I think that's level 3, the least restrictive of the house arrest. So he's been roaming since his release and has abided by all the terms and conditions the court has set, even some privileges to be able to go travel for work purposes and doctor's appointment in California. There's been a history since his release of the court allowing him to do certain things over the state's objection.
Pass me up the jacket, please. And Ms. Liriano, can you tell me who turned it into a level 3?
Your Honor, I believe that was during.
Can I see the jacket, please, Madam Clerk? Yeah. Thank you.
It was Judge Mindy Glazer at the bond hearing, Judge.
If you ever wish payday came sooner, this might actually help. There's a banking app called Current with a bunch of useful features. And one of the main ones lets you access up to $750 of your paychecks early. If you switch your payroll over with Current, you get a full set of features like paycheck advance, fee-free overdraft, and the build card and more. There's everything in one app. I actually like that myself, which is why I partner with them. And right now, they're giving $75 to anyone who signs up using my link or scans the QR code on the screen. If you scan the QR code, it'll take you straight to the sign-up page, or you can create your own account. Just go through the normal sign-up steps, enter information, order your card. After you complete those steps, you'll see the option pop up to enter my promo code, which unlocks the $75 bonus when you switch your direct deposit. So make sure you go through the full sign-up process so you don't miss it. If you ever feel like managing money is stressful and tight sometimes, it's definitely worth checking out, because that's literally what it's designed for.
Okay.
Judge.
Yes.
Judge, the
No,
defense
there was-
counsel.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Go ahead,
State-
counsel. Yes, Judge.
Can you brief me on the alterations to the house arrest that have been made since he was originally placed on the house arrest?
Yes, Judge, there had been several. We have been coming back to court in a very regular basis for the defense counsel to ask the court to change his permissions. Most recently, last week, defense counsel filed a motion in front of Judge Tinkler-Mendez asking for the defendant to be relocated to Tampa so he can help his partner who's in pregnancy currently and has a very difficult time. Defense posted to the court that she needed help with the other 3 or 4 children that they have in common. And so Judge Tinkler Mendez allowed him to temporarily move to Tampa, and they hire a private GPS monitor company so they can monitor him in Tampa. Now, Judge, that was over the state's objection. This defendant, once the warrant was issued, it's the state's position that he fled to Dubai. He then came back from Dubai, and since then, the state has had concerns about this defendant fleeing.
Sorry,
Now,
let me stop you for a second because I lost track there. When did he go to Dubai? Was that after he was initially arrested or before?
before, Judge,
Okay.
before he was arrested. So last week, the issue was he needed to be in Tampa to care for his children. And so this week issue is that now he needs to travel to Philadelphia for the next 2 months, 3 days out of the week, Judge. And so the state's objecting because he needed it to be in Tampa to care for his children last week. And now this week he needs to be in Philadelphia to train with the Eagles.
Judge, if I can respond.
Sure.
First, Judge Glazer made the finding that she did based upon us showing her that a lot of what was written in the warrant wasn't accurate. The argument that a bullet grazed the neck of the alleged victim was proven to be false by the photograph that we showed the court, which would have shown that the injury to the alleged victim's neck was because of a melee that occurred because the victim attacked my client.
So the district attorney flat out just lies. She lies about the timeline. She lies about a whole bunch of shit. But not only that, Antonio Brown lawyer turns around and lies. See, if you go back and you look at the freaking video footage, which they will do in court, because it seems right now, even though if I'm a betting man, I'll say Antonio Brown is going to take a plea deal if he can. This damn lawyer of his says the dude actually attacked Antonio Brown first. The video footage clearly shows Antonio Brown's people and Antonio Brown striking him first and jumping him. But you won't believe exactly what you're about to hear.
In terms of the need to go to Philadelphia, it is to support his family. I think he has 7 or 8 young children. About 4 of them are 12 and under. There is a complicated pregnancy and he needs to be there. He also needs to earn a living. And so he has an opportunity to train a wide receiver from the Philadelphia Eagles, Elijah Moore. And I had indicated in my motion that I have seen the contract, the very detailed contract. And if the court needed to see it, it was available. But this is a legitimate opportunity for him to use his special skills as a former NFL wide receiver to train Elijah Moore in Philadelphia. I spoke with the GPS tracking company this morning. They have no problem being able to do so. They had indicated we could put in the order that if he deviates from the tight schedule that we're requesting, they would immediately inform whoever we want, including the prosecutor, the court, his community control officer, and me, to let the court know in the extremely unlikely event that he ever deviated, which he has not, from the numerous times the court has given him opportunities while he's been on house arrest to leave the jurisdiction, even taking the monitor off and going and then coming back. He has been perfect. And I'll tell you one final thing. The court even said in an email that we wouldn't need a hearing if the state agrees to this motion, which I inferred as the court would grant this with the state's okay. So again, it's for work purposes, Judge, and we can, again, like we've done in the past, make a very strict order where he has to abide by the terms and conditions, and his monitoring company would inform the court immediately if he deviated from what was requested of him. But he's got to work, Judge. He's got to support his family. No other option.
Oh, yeah, there's plenty of options.
I meant specifically for him to be able to, he doesn't have that many options available to him at this point, other than training and things like that.
Okay, so let me see if I got this straight. The magistrate, for whatever reason, decided to do a level 3 bracelet. That's like
it wasn't for whatever. It wasn't for whatever. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
I didn't know that you were finished. You weren't finished speaking. Go ahead, sir. I will hear you out from whatever you wish to say.
Okay, and I apologize. It was a glitch in the Zoom. I did not mean to cut the cord off. We showed the judge a lot. I don't want to relitigate the whole hearing, but he didn't flee to Dubai. before a warrant was, they let him go from the scene. Before a warrant was ever issued, he went to Dubai, and I presented the court contracts that he had. He had business in Dubai. When it was time for him to come back to the United States, he contacted myself and another attorney previously to arrange for his surrender back into the U.S. I think the court was more than satisfied he didn't flee to Dubai. Since he has been back, he has abided by all the terms and conditions. He's been allowed to go to Tampa for business once or twice. He went to California where the monitor was removed and he came back. I think if the court was here, she would repeat what she has said on the record. He's been exemplary. He has not deviated at all from any request the court's asked of him.
Does either party have anything further they wish to say?
Judge, I just want to add to the court that last week, the defense counsel posed to the court that the defendant needed it to be in Tampa to care for his children. Now, this week, the defendant will no longer be in Tampa because based on the motion that was filed, he would be flying to Philadelphia 3 days out of the week for the remaining of the time that he's supposed to be caring for his significant other pregnancy.
He would be doing both, obviously. I mean, he's going to be there 4 days a week. He needs to go and earn a living to support his children. So it's not mutually exclusive.
Okay. Well, without prejudice for you to bring this up before Judge Tinkler-Mendez later, because perhaps she has a different view of this. I suspect she has a different view than you're telling me, Mr. Eiglarz, from my discussions, but I'll do this. I don't know why somebody would do a level 3 house arrest on this. Level 3 house arrest is like putting a paperweight on a leg. It's useless until the person commits their next crime, and then you have a location for them. Other than that, level 3 is not often done, not in my courtroom. Should have been a level 1, possibly level 2. If somebody wants to utilize a firearm and discharge a firearm and then get arrested for it, facing a 20-year day-for-day prison sentence.
So now y'all can see how ridiculous it's gotten. Antonio Brown is trying to play the damn game. But they all do this. So don't sit up here and think, oh, Seti Nash is Team Antonio Brown. This is how they do it. You've seen celebrities say, hey, I need these restrictions lifted because of whatever the hell. So him going out for his baby mama and all this stuff and everything, the DA is right on this. You saying, oh, you need to go help out your kid's mom, but then now you can go ahead and leave to train an Eagles wide receiver, which they gonna need it anyways because they receiving Corey's trash after June 2nd because they gonna trade their #1 receiver to the Patriots. Watch what I say, it's gonna happen. So I understand that part, but the judge seen through all the smoke mirrors and all that BS because I'm gonna be honest, bruh, the type of probation he has for shooting at somebody on an attempted murder, come on.
I'll leave the level 3 in place, your motion to travel for business purposes. Interestingly enough, last week it was, I need to be in Tampa to care for my pregnant wife as she comes to her delivery in June. Now the motion is, I need to leave Tampa. Denied.
All right, Judge, if I can just respond to it's without
No,
prejudice.
sir, I do not need a response. I have ruled, sir. He remains on a level 3 under the circumstances that Judge Tinkler-Mendez outlined last week. When she comes back, if she has a different feeling about it, she's welcome to address this because it's her case. But your motion that's filed now, based upon what's before me now, is denied.
Okay, Judge. Have a good day. Thank you.
Here's what I believe that the lawyer didn't do well. He didn't say the finances and show financial records like, oh, this contract right here, let me submit this and this and this and this to the court because my client is going through financial ruin, because then that makes sense. I don't need the kids to be a burden to the state and then to the federal government when I can obviously, as an able-bodied man, go out and then do everything I need to do. So I would have did it that way. But that judge, bruh, y'all better hope y'all stick with the judge y'all got, because him right there, that's a nah. You see how pissed off he was saying this shit? He act down there should have said, and then some more. You know what? Go to jail now. Go to jail now. Don't pass go. No collection of $200. Go to jail now. But y'all let me know your thoughts on this one. Do you agree that the lawyer should have fought a little bit differently from the financial standpoint? or are y'all with the judge like this sound like some straight up bullshit and Antonio Brown basically getting celebrity treatment? Because that's what it sounds like he's saying without saying it. Or you're on the third alternative where it's like, bruh, man, that DA, she goddamn did a horrible job because you lied. Antonio Brown had no warrant when he was in Dubai. So they would have stopped him on the plane. They have a lot of facial recognition for people trying to leave. Now, what they more than likely gonna do is pull up them damn videos of him basically telling the United States to kiss his ass because he ain't coming back. And that's why they grabbed him out there. But I don't know, man. Y'all choose whatever alternative you want, bro. But in my opinion, if he can't get no damn 5-year prison sentence to go to jail for, his ass is done. He gets found guilty. They said 20 years every single day. Nigga, you ain't missing, man, a leap year, you gonna serve one. So, bruh, it's looking bad for that man. I believe he's 100% guilty based off of the shit we saw. Y'all Antonio Brown fans, if you go back and you view that video, bruh, I don't want to hear no bullshit that y'all trying to push because it's more than obvious. Antonio Brown punched that man first. They jumped him. He went, he grabbed a gun. He chased him down. He shot the goddamn gun at that dude. But he tried to say self-defense. It's not self-defense when somebody leaves. Now, if he would have came back and spun the corner and Antonio Brown would have emptied the mag, oh, they would have been like, this is exactly how you do it. But the fact you grab a gun that did not belong to you, the fact you chase after that man, I don't know how you Antonio Brown fans gonna spin it. But to me, he take this to court, his ass gonna be found guilty as sin. Now, he better find some people who can say that boy had a gun and say that boy's lying. But at the same time, if that's the case, why didn't the gun fall out when y'all was jumping him? When did he decide to pull the gun out exactly? How did the gun look? What type of gun was it? Because they all gonna have to say the same damn story. Oh, it was a black pistol, looked like a 9mm. Oh no, it was a black revolver. Oh no, it was a silver this. So we gonna see. If he takes this to court, I'm gonna tell y'all now, he gonna lose. It's to the shadow realm he go. But maybe I'm wrong. Who knows, man? Subscribe, turn on bell, set notified, share to keep your people aware. You already know we 16K away from giving that goddamn PlayStation and Xbox giveaway. If you see me out in SAC, man, say what up. Other than that, I'll catch you on the next one.